أشهد
أشهد
أن لا
أن لا
إله
إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
أشهد
أن
أن
محمدا محمدا رسول الله. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allah SWT.
Hello Muslim friends of the world. Russia is one of the countries in the world that has a large Muslim population. Islam is known to be the second largest religion after Orthodox Christianity in Russia. According to the Moscow Times website, chairman of the Russian Mufti Council, Ravil Gaynutin, estimates that in the next 15 years, the growth of Islam in Russia will continue to grow and could reach 30% of the Russian population. According to various estimates, in 2018 the population of Russia reached 146.8 million people. From this figure, it is estimated that around 14 to 20 million people are Muslim. Compiled from various sources, here are several regions in Russia with the largest Muslim population. Moscow. The first region with the largest Muslim population in Russia is Moscow. Moscow itself is one of the places with the rapid development of Muslims. Reporting from the Al Jazeera website, in 2015, with a population of around 12.5 million residents, Moscow was the city where around 1.5 million Muslims lived. According to Russian political analyst Alexei Malyshenko, this figure is the largest number of Muslim populations in other European cities where the majority of the population is not predominantly Muslim. Moscow is slowly adapting to becoming the largest Muslim city in Europe, and Muslims are gradually adapting to it. Malyshenko told Al Jazeera. One of the largest mosques in Moscow is the Moscow Cathedral Mosque. This mosque was founded in 1904 according to designs by architect Nikolai Zhukov. The Moscow Cathedral Mosque is the second oldest mosque after the Moscow Historical Mosque, which was built in 1828. The first mosque building in Moscow was built with wood in the yard of Prince Suleiman Mirza Saimini's house. Then in 1770 there was an epidemic that caused many people to die. However, after going through a bureaucratic and development process, this mosque received a construction permit in 1823. Apart from the historical mosque, in its development right in the 20th century, the Moscow Cathedral Mosque was built, which is the largest mosque in the Russian capital. St Petersburg. The next region with the largest Muslim population in Russia is St Petersburg. According to statistical data on the percentage of Muslims in Russia by region, St Petersburg has around 2.25% of the population who are Muslim. Reported by the Guardian website, in 2015, around 42,000 worshippers were recorded at the two main mosques in the city of St. Petersburg to perform Eid al-Fitr prayers. One of the most famous mosques in St. Petersburg is the St. Petersburg Mosque. Opened in 1913, this mosque is the largest mosque in Europe apart from Turkey, with a tower height of around 49 meters and a dome as high as 39 meters. This mosque can accommodate up to 5,000 worshippers. What is unique is that this mosque is known to the Indonesian people as the Sukarno Mosque. The reason is that when Sukarno visited Russia in 1956, he visited several cities including St. Petersburg. Sukarno saw a building which he thought was a mosque, but at that time it was being used as a medical warehouse. After returning from St. Petersburg, Sukarno asked the leader of the Soviet Union, Khrushchev, for permission to refunction the mosque as a place of worship for Muslims. Finally, Sukarno's request was granted, although with a heavy heart because Khrushchev was known to be very anti-religious. Kazan. The next region with the largest Muslim population in Russia is Kazan. Kazan is the capital of Tatarstan and one of the largest cities in Russia. Apart from that, Kazan is also famous as a city with religious diversity. There is a building called the Universal Temple which consists of various places of worship from different religions, from churches to mosques. Kazan is one of the cities in Russia with a Muslim population. According to the Carnegie Moscow Center, in Tatarstan there are around 53% of the population who are Muslim. In addition, in 2010, Rosstat, Russia's statistical agency, published data showing that the largest Muslim groups in Russia were in Tatarstan, Bashkirs, and Chechnya. Apart from that, several magnificent mosques are also in the city of Kazan, such as the Kulsharif Mosque and the Bulgar Mosque. These two mosques are the center of worship for Muslims in Kazan. Ingushetia. Ingushetia, or the Republic of Ingushetia, is a state of the federal subjects of Russia. The country whose capital is Megaz is that the majority of its population adheres to Islam. According to Science Direct, the number of people who adhere to Islam reaches more than 98%, with the Shafi'i Madhab Sunni sect and the Sunni sect. Even though the majority of the population is Muslim, in this state there are also those who follow other religions such as Christians, atheists, and the rest are not recorded. Chechnya. This country, which is a federal subject of Russia, also has a majority population that adheres to Islam. It is estimated that the number of Muslims in this country reaches 95%, while the rest are Orthodox Christians. Chechnya is a country located in southwest Russia or the northern region of the Caucasus Mountains. The country whose capital is Grozny was in the spotlight after sending 12,000 troops to help Russia in its war against Ukraine. Dagestan. Dagestan is the largest republic in Russia where more than 84% of the population adheres to Islam. The region of this country located north of the Caucasus is said to be the most dangerous region in Europe because it is prone to conflict.